Hello everyone, so today all 9 episodes of Star Wars Visions debuted on Disney Plus, and this is a anthology series of Star Wars anime from 7 different studios that all premiered. Each episode's either, I think the shortest one's about 15 minutes, the longest one is 20 minutes, but yeah, they're all individual stories set in the Star Wars universe. And they bounce some rounds, timelines too, but of course we have our glimpses of the Empire, Jedi, Sith Lords, things like that. And the studios involved are Production IG, Geno Studios, Kamikaze Douga, Studio Colorido, Trigger, Kinema Citrus, and Science Saru. So those are the 7 studios. Of course, some of them do multiple episodes. And then this does have a pretty solid voice cast here as I'm looking right now on the IMDb for all of it. So we have people like Henry Golding, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Dave Harbour, Neil Patrick Harris, Simu Liu, and Lucy Liu, and a ton of just really great, Alison Brie's on here too, but a ton of really great names that make their way into this. And like I said, they're all just there for one episode to play one character in the episode of this anthology series. So without further ado, let me get into my review for Star Wars Visions on Disney Plus. So of course, because this is an anthology series, every single episode has a different animation style, different fight scenes. It's drawn in certain ways, voice acted in different ways too. You can easily and very vividly tell the differences between every single episode and the studios that make them. And of course, like I said, there's just a ton of different concepts and styles that can open up the universe in certain ways, mostly just in terms of the weapons that are used, just kind of new characters that are brought into the Star Wars universe, and some new planets and some new races as well. I did absolutely love the first episode of this series because it was basically straight out of a Kurosawa film, and I thought that was very interesting. And I mean, there are a ton of inspirations from Kurosawa films in the Star Wars universe, so to see just one episode or one anthology entry go full Kurosawa Japanese samurai style was really awesome and fun to watch. And there are a few other episodes too where I found you can definitely tell where the standard episodes are just from one watch of this, and it is very easy to binge it, like I said, because all episodes are about 15-20 minutes long. But I do want to say that, of course, the voice acting is always bang on, and all of the cast did a really good job bringing their characters and like their stories to life. But I found there's definitely the standout episodes and ones that don't really add too much to the Star Wars universe. I found that was kind of the way with all of the episodes, really, where there might have been like a handful of things from all the episodes that really add interesting lore and new characters and new worlds that I think would be worth exploring in future Star Wars projects throughout all of the episodes. But I found most of it was just not interesting enough of a concept, or not enough backstory, or you just didn't really spend a lot of time with the characters to know a lot about them or care a lot about them throughout it, which, I mean, some anthology series can suffer from, but I found that was kind of one of the big nails in the coffin with this series for me. And like all the animation styles throughout the series are so damn good. The fights are pretty spectacular all around. Like all the studios did a really good job with the action sequences that they had to put through. But I found, like I said, I loved the Kurosawa episodes. There was one that has a really cool twist between like Jedi and Sith orders that I thought was just so fantastic and so cool. And there was a lot of good twists and turns here and there, but then there was episodes that I just could not personally get into sometimes, and usually I want to say too, because I found that they were way too, I don't want to use the word childish, but you can definitely tell it was an audience of kids that the episode was seeming to be directed towards. And for some of the stories being as dark as they were in this series, I just found that wasn't the greatest style to tell these stories, and more of an adult animation would have been a lot more proper to tell these stories, portray these universes, the characters, and the brutality that comes from the Star Wars universe, which again I found a lot of these stories was going for. And some of the new characters they add in here are really fun and cool to watch, and I'm definitely going to rewatch a few of these episodes for certain to learn about these characters and just fall in love with them again. But a lot of them just fell really flat for me, or I didn't care about by the end of this series. But of course, we do get to see characters from the Star Wars universe make their way into this. Like, I'll just name drop a couple, being Boba Fett, who is voiced by Tamira Morrison, so the guy who plays Boba Fett in Jango Fett, of course, and also Jabba the Hutt makes his way in, but those are two of the ones that I'll mention. And there are some more cameos and a lot of just really cool Star Wars places that they go to in this series that was fun to revisit or rediscover. So I think for any fan of Star Wars and any fan of anime, this is a really easy anthology series to blow through, and I don't think that you'll have trouble getting through all 9 episodes at all. Some episodes might drag on a lot for some people, and a few of them definitely did for me, but I had no problem getting through the series, and even if I were to rewatch it a second time, I know I could be able to do all the episodes again. I wouldn't skip any of them, even though, of course, I have my clear favorites and ones that I found just didn't really need to be a part of this series. Great animation styles all throughout. The music's pretty spectacular. Characters are cool. Like I said, voice acting and animation are all really, really fun. And I do still recommend this series, even though, like I said, there are like the big standouts of this that I still just found were just entries way too short to add really anything interesting to any of Star Wars throughout any of these episodes. But still, I have to give this a recommendation for anyone who's a fan of Star Wars and anyone who's a fan of anime. And with all this taken together, that is why I'm going to give Star Wars Visions a 7 out of 10. And like I said, just definitely check it out, and I'm certain you're going to find a story or two in this series that you're going to love in terms of the Star Wars universe. So if you've watched Star Wars Visions, please let me know what your favorite episode was in the comments down below, and just what you loved about the series, if you're excited to see more seasons come out of it. And of course, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and you can check out all my other TV reviews and everything else that I do on the channel through my playlist down below, and I'll link up top here. Like what you see on the channel, subscribe, turn a little ringer on if you want to know when I upload new videos. If you want to check out everything I do video game wise, there's a link in the description of this video and on my channel to my Twitch. And there's also a link in both of those places as well to the Media Mountain, which is my Discord, where we talk about movies, video games, TV shows, comics, basically everything that's awesome in this world. So you can definitely join that amazing community and help make it even more amazing than it is already. And yeah, definitely check out all the episodes on Disney Plus. And awesome, guys.